friend, Ichesis. But grief isn't going to stop Nocturnal. We need to find a way to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sothasil has returned to Artaeum. That's the conundrum. Sothasil said he had information, but it was for the Rightmaster's ears only. He asked me to send the Rightmaster to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave. I haven't told him what happened yet. We also need to convince the Clockwork God to share the news he brought with us. But without the Rightmaster, he may simply take his leave. Like the other members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Perhaps if you talk to him. You'll find Sothasil in his study on the upper levels of Kapora Tower. Meanwhile, I'll go and check in on the Psijic healers and see how Valcerin and the Golden Knight are doing. I expect we'll need them at their best before too long. You're having problems with your memory too? Well, you accompanied the Rightmaster into the Dreaming Cave to find the place where he hid the heart of Transparent Law. Nocturnal killed him, betrayed her fellow princes, and took the heart for herself. That remains to be seen. The heart is part of the crystal at the top of the Crystal Tower. When the heart was taken, the tower's defenses weakened over time. If she can restore the heart and make the crystal whole, she could control the tower. Me? In charge of the Order? Don't be absurd. I'm still just a lowly acolyte. No. The remaining members of the Conclave haven't picked a successor yet. They've been pretty busy trying to figure out how to stop Nocturnal, after all. Sothasil, or Lord Set as we call him, is one of the 3 living gods of the Dark Elf Tribunal. He's sort of an honorary member of the Psijic Order. We allow him to maintain a study and to use the Dreaming Cave for his own experiments.
How unusual. The Rightmaster has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. But instead of Ichesis, here comes the savior of the Clockwork City. That leads me to a single conclusion. The Rightmaster has not returned from the Dreaming Cave. That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Ichesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before I take my leave. I am, and I did. But the Rightmaster is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, I ask. A demand? Interesting. Your assumption is correct. Nocturnal's true purpose in invading my realm was to steal my secret for utilizing life energy as a power source. I suspect she plans to use my technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality, simultaneously, and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valcerin and inform her of this development. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala, and Vile worked together for as long as they did. Daedric princes aren't known for their willingness to share. With the heart, Nocturnal moves one step closer to gaining control of the tower. Transparent law. The crystal at the top of the Crystal Tower anchors its metaphysical structure to all realities. With the heart, she can restore the crystal, utilize its capabilities, and make herself master of the tower. The tower straddles every reality. Its true purpose remains lost to time, but I theorize it was created as a watchtower of sorts, a doorway to everywhere. It stands to reason, then, that the tower is the key to omnipresence. Imagine a Daedric prince who can exert influence throughout the multiverse at the exact same moment in time. Nocturnal could become infinite. If she accomplishes that, then her power would multiply accordingly. She would be without limits. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal... The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality.
You need to go to Valcerin's study right now. There's a problem. He's really... tall.
Knight of Meridia, stay and talk with me.
Valcerin, stop! You're going to kill him!
Fine. Let our friend finish the interrogation.
This is ridiculous. I had no wish to see Ichesis harmed. He was my friend. He tried to save my daughter. If my wife wants a battle, though, tell her I'm ready to oblige. What are you talking about? Nocturnal, Mephala, and Clavicus Vile are partners in this. That's why our three sects formed the Court of Bedlam. 3 Daedric princes working together to make the world a better place. No, that can't be right. Why would she betray the Triad like that? Unless... You must let me leave, Artaeum. I need to contact my prince. Look, you have to let me return to Summerset and warn my prince. Let me go, and I'll convince Mephala to help you. You're going to need my prince if you really plan to take on Nocturnal and the Crystal Tower. Consider it a necessary alliance. Do we really need to go over this again? Mephala and the Triad sought places of power, the Clockwork City, the Crystal Tower, anything they could use to change the rules of reality and remake the world. They wanted to make things better. I still only have your word that my prince has been betrayed. But I'll play along. Daedric princes aren't used to working together. If Nocturnal acquired the heart of transparent law, I could see how she might then decide to go her own way. I was under the assumption that the Triad needed to work together to take control of the Crystal Tower. That was always my understanding. To attempt this on her own, Nocturnal must have found another source of power. The Crystal Tower has its own protections, though we know those have been weakened with the removal of the heart of transparent law. Still, we tried to acquire the Resolute Diamonds, the Sapiarch's keys to the tower. I didn't say that. Nocturnal has the heart, and her power as a Daedric prince. It won't be easy, but she'll be able to enter the Crystal Tower. You, on the other hand, will need help. Which brings me back to my offer. Make an alliance with my prince. What court of Bedlam? You dealt with Clavicus Vile's Earl, and I'm your prisoner. The court is in shambles, just like the Triad, if what you say is to be believed. But beware Nocturnal's champion. Her Earl won't fall as easily as Tilcollar or I. I still only have your word that my prince...
Lathan is a shell of the man I fell in love with. We can't trust anything he says. No, we have to deal with this ourselves. And the key is reaching the Crystal Tower before Nocturnal can accomplish a similar feat. Just another horrible bit of news in an otherwise horrible situation. All the more reason for us to get to the Crystal Tower. Last I heard, the Sapiocs were attempting to rapidly attune 2 new tower sentinels. We need to see if they succeeded. Likely at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, northeast of Lillandril. The ritual usually requires a full year and a day to complete, but the Sapiocs reluctantly agreed to try to speed up the process. We should head out immediately. Oriandra, tell Darian to meet us at the Crystal Tower Gatehouse, and keep an eye on Lathan while we're gone.
No more stalling! Tell Raz what's happening at the Crystal Tower, now!
Climb the watchtower and see for yourself.
Why did you tell him that?
His teeth were very sharp, Dumbledore.
The Crystal Tower isn't supposed to do that, yes?
The tower started glowing right before you arrived.
Raz was nearby when he heard that the Sapiarchs were up to something at the Crystal Tower. This one didn't expect the tower to start glowing. I hope this is the work of the Sijics, yes? No, this is something worse. Raz feels it in his paws. Daedric Princess. Raz hates those things. And this one supposes that if Nocturnal takes control of the Crystal Tower, that would be bad for Summerset, yes? So that would be a yes on the bad for Summerset question. Infinite. A number so big it makes Raz's head swim just trying to imagine it. So what should we do about this? You have a plan to save the day, yes? So that is what the Sapiarchs are doing at the Gatehouse. Raz should have known. Magic makes this one's first stand on end. Alright, let's go to the Gatehouse and see how the Sapiarchs are coming along before something else happens to the tower.
The tower! What's happening?
Raz thinks this is bad. Come, my friend, to the Gatehouse!
Don't lose focus!
The diamond key! It won't meld with me!
Keep trying! We need to open... Time is running out. The Sapiocs still haven't completed their ritual, and now Nocturnal has launched an attack against them. I sent Darien and Razumdar to defend the Sapiocs, but the Daedra keep on coming. I'll stay here and try to assist with the ritual. You go and help Darien and Razumdar. We need to buy the Sapiocs enough time to attune themselves to the Diamond Keys. While the Sapiocs here work to attune themselves to the Resolute Diamonds, other Sapiocs perform their parts of the ritual at the north and south platforms. Nocturnal has sent Daedra to disrupt the ritual platforms. You need to stop them.
Stay focused, Sapiarch. We'll deal with the Daedra. Stay focused, Sapiarch. We'll deal with the Daedra. Go! I'll finish up here!
Finish the ritual. We will keep you safe. Platform is safe. Go! Raz will finish up here.
the energy. Something feels wrong.
No! I think it's working! Ah! Damn it, no!
That was unexpected, yes.
The Sapiarchs are dead. Now what do we do?
I knew this wasn't going to work. Speeding up the Sapiarch ritual was a long shot at best. We should have had the Conclave working on a solution all along. The Psijics could have figured out how to attune the Resolute Diamonds. You're right. Even without the Right Master, we can still do this. I can take the Resolute Diamonds and return to Artaeum immediately. But, well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next. No, that was a bad idea the first time Lathan suggested it. I'll take the diamonds to Artaeum and get to work immediately. Meanwhile, I need you to go to Eleanor and warn the Proxy Queen. She has to make sure Summerset is prepared, just in case. Darian, gather the diamond keys. The Psijic Order will do what the Sapiarchs could not.
No, I'm done with the Psijic Order. Too many deaths, not enough action.
Raz will meet our friend in Alinor. You two do what you must.
Only the finest merchandise.
This one has seen many bizarre things working as an Eye of the Queen, but this may take the moonsugar cake. A strange dog walked up and spoke to Raz. That is what Raz said, a dog. It spoke words as clear as day. It gave me a message to give to you. The dog said you should meet it in the gardens because it had something important to tell you. Yes, Raz will go warn the Proxy Queen. That would be for the best. Just be careful, my friend. This one does not trust dogs, especially ones that talk. Talking animals, so unnatural, yes?
my family.
Follow me! It's me, Barbas. Let's talk. Wasn't that fun? Exercise is good for the digestion after all. Besides, I find that people look at me strangely whenever I start chatting in public. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you that my master wants to have words with you. Where do you live? Under a rock? Everybody knows that Barbas is the Hound of Clavicus Vile. Look, I was glad to come find you and get out of the house, as it were. Vile's fuming about how Nocturnal betrayed him. He just hates getting embarrassed. Probably wants to make some kind of a deal. That's his bread and butter, you know. Look, it's no skin off my nose, but it seems to me that Nocturnal irritated you even more when she evaporated your friend and took the Crystal Tower's heart. Head into the caves just north of the city. He told me he'd wait there, but not to take too long. Like I said, he's still a little upset about the Triad breaking up and all that. My master has been livid since Nocturnal betrayed him. That's why I've been keeping my distance. Do me a favor and try not to make him any more irritated when you talk to him. I'd hate to see something bad happen to you. Oh wait, no I wouldn't. What? You never heard of the Daedric Prince of Bargains? The ruler of the Fields of Regret, and the Lord of Tricks and Wishes? Well, don't tell him that. He's upset enough as it is. He had such high hopes until Nocturnal betrayed their partnership. I'm Barbas. Sure, I may look like a talking dog, but I'm actually a talking dog. I'm my master's faithful hound and servant, although I have a tendency to annoy my prince. Not sure why that is. Anyway, this is just one of my favorite forms.